Here I am again trying more TikTok tutorials. I tried the sock curly hair method. Yes, I know. Let's give this a little try. I think, do you know what I think is going to happen? I think my hair might have a little bit of a curl to it, but I think it will fall out throughout the day. So, okay. Like, not bad. That is... Wait. Okay. That is... Okay. Like, that is quite cute, I must admit, okay? Like, this is what I always want my hair to do, like, when I try to curl it, right? Like, I want it to be quite, like, just elegant. Like, an elegant... Looks like I've done a blowout. My only thing is, I am pretty confident that this will fall out through it. I mean, I'm going to work anyway, so, like, I kind of need to wear my hair up, but I feel like my hair will fall out very quickly, like my hair does. But I've been trying to curl my hair with like the bigger barrel, and it curls really nicely and I get that like nice like blowout look. But then it falls out so quickly, like I'm talking within the hour it falls out. I could have done this side first, and then by the time I finish this side's already fallen out, and I don't really know what I'm doing wrong. I know people say about like using like a styling mousse. I did buy a mousse, but I bought a volumizing mousse, so I don't think that's, unless, I don't know. But you're supposed to apply this to damp hair. Yeah, that's where you can get little spritzy bottles and like, you know? So I don't know. We'll see how this holds up today. I'm back to work today. I've had so much time off. I haven't worked since last. Would you stop playing with the light switch? Would you stop that? No. You are very cute, I know. This is my first day back after like being off for basically a whole week. The joys of January and not being open much, it's actually really great. Like I've had so much, like I've got myself into such a lovely routine, I've noticed. Like I'm getting up late, that's the only thing. Like I am, would you stop playing with the light? It's naughty. I am getting up later, I'm having long lines. I am definitely waking up at like 9:30, and then I'm doom scrolling on TikTok for about an hour, which I really shouldn't do. I do need to learn to just get up the minute I wake up rather than staying on my phone, but I can't help it. My go-to is to clear my notifications, and then I start on like Facebook or Instagram, and then before I know it, I'm on TikTok. It's TikTok that's the problem, because you can spend hours on there. And then I'm getting up, I'm having breakfast, I'm having lunch, I'm having my cup of tea in the afternoon. I'm having dinner at the Right. Enough of that, sir. Stop it. I'm having dinner at a sensible time. I'm having pretty decent meals, I would say. Like, I'm actually properly cooking for myself. I'm enjoying, like, evening television. And then I'm having a wee cup of tea about 9 o'clock. And then I'm getting ready for bed and going to sleep. At a totally sensible time. I've been doing my hobbies, I've been reading, I've been doing quite a bit of writing. January so far has been an absolute blessing. I've been so relaxed. You're my only stressor at times. You do love to wind me up. So alas, today I am working 12 till close, which is a long day. I was all for it. Did I want to do 12 till close, or did I want to just do 5 to close? I said I'd do 12 to close. You don't get those hours in, make that money. But the weather is looking kind of shit. I'm feeling like it's gonna maybe be a rubbish day. Today's a day for just being inside, I swear. But anywho, I'm actually okay. The hair is not bad. It might not hold. I don't think it will. For the most part, I'm like, looks kind of cute. It looks cute. Would I do it again? Maybe. It actually didn't fall out. I really thought the socks were going to come loose and it was all going to fall out, but it did actually hold, so that was good. just want to, I mean, I've only got today, and then I'm working 5 till close tomorrow night, so I still have the whole day to myself tomorrow. And then that's me, I'm free because we're shut in February. February is gonna be a great month. I mean, apart from having like no money, I'm so excited. I lost my cat earlier, and look where he is. I went for a shower, and then I came out and I could not find him. Like, I could not find him anywhere. And I hunted all over the house. Where the hell is he? Went into the office, and there's like a little cube. The way the shelving unit is, oh my god, I'm so awake, I'm so alert. Oh my god, it's 2 in the morning. But there's a little like cubby little cat house thing with bedding in it, and he'd went in there, and he's been there ever since. Apparently he's loving life. I was gonna read a couple of chapters before I went to bed, and then somehow it's ended up it's 2 a.m. but I have finished the book. I loved it. 5 stars. That's all I need to say. 5 stars. It was good. It was great. It was fantasy. It was whimsical. It was slightly dark at times, but not too dark. Loved it. Loved it. No notes. Maybe the ending. I think though, this is a little bit ridiculous, but I don't know why when it comes to book endings, when it gets to that really dramatic, like if it's a fantasy book, it's the final battle. If it's, or like the final showdown, the final confrontation, the big bad is in front of you and you have to fight it out or outsmart them or whatever to get out of the situation. It's the same when it comes to mystery books as well. I find that if the final confrontation of you're the killer, I can't believe it's been you all this time, if it ends up getting out of hand, if it ends up being a bit of a life or death situation and people die, especially if the villain dies, I think in fantasy it's different. If it's if it's a mystery book and the villain dies because of like just a final showdown drama, I always find it a little bit anticlimactic, I must say. I think when it comes to the final showdown, I love them, but I also hate them. I think when it just suddenly it rarely feels smooth. It always ends up being quite rushed. So I don't want to spoil anything about this book because I really loved it, but our main character is from this world and she is transported to another world called Everwood, and the majority of the book is her in Everwood, and then towards the end is when she and her new friends are plotting to escape. For her, it's to come back to her real world. For them, her friends, it's to get to the various points in Everwood that they live in that world, but you know, they're not where they want to be. So that's fine. There's a plot. There's a rebellion. I love a good rebellion. What was it? Red for the blood we will spill in the streets, red for the rebellion. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Like I say, I'm not going to spoil anything of the book because I thought it was really good, but there just was a little moment at the end where final plot moments were happening. We had like 40 pages to go, less than that, and all of a sudden it's like, suddenly you're here as well, and final showdown stuff happens. And it's all fine. It was all fine. It was all good. But there was a little moment I had where I was like, you're here. Oh, and now you're here. And now it's a drama. But apart from that, chef's kiss. Love this book. Very cozy winter vibes. It doesn't have to be Christmassy. Even though it is set at Christmas, it is almost a Nutcracker retelling. It is actually. It's a Nutcracker retelling, but it's done in a way that the Nutcracker... No, it doesn't. I was about to just straight up lie. I was gonna say it's done in a way that the Nutcracker exists in this universe, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know much about the Nutcracker. Is it a book? This makes me sound so dumb. It's 2 a.m. Please forgive me. I know the Nutcracker is a ballet. I know that. I've seen Barbie and the Nutcracker. But I think it's also a book because there's references to it. E.T.A. Hoffman, The Nutcracker. It says Marie. I thought her name was Clara. I'm so confused. I don't know anything about the actual nut. I'm gonna have to look up E.T.A. Hoffman, The Nutcracker. It must be a book or a play. Isn't it Clara? Who's Marie? I have not got a Scooby-Doo. I don't really know much about The Nutcracker. My knowledge is Barbie. Anywho, all of that to say, enjoyed the book, would recommend it, 5 stars. Whimsical, fantasy, ballet, otherworld, romance. I was here for the romance. I was shipping the romance. My icy heart has softened. I used to hate romance in books. Hate it with a burning passion. I just needed to be loved. I hated whenever a book, especially if it was not a romance book, had a romantic subplot, because why? But I am changing, I am growing. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, I don't know. Maybe my tastes have changed. Maybe I've just softened over the years. But I was in love with the romantic interest. I was here for it. We actually low-key got down and dirty in the woods. I was like, oh my god, it was not spicy. There was no, it did a little like fade to black that I love. I love and respect a fade to black because like, I'm gonna give you two some privacy. I'm gonna be over here. I thought the world building was good. I thought the writing was brilliant. No complaints. Apart from what I said about the final showdown, but that is just me, for some reason, not enjoying it. I think what it is, when it comes to like a final battle and it's sort of chaotic and violent, and that's why I say when it happens in a mystery book, when we're confronting the killer and it doesn't just sort of end in like a situation where we're face to face and then they're arrested and then like that's the end of it. When it becomes like a dramatic final showdown, and I remember a book I was reading not long ago, it was a mystery and it was quite a semi-cozy mystery for the most part. It wasn't too like, it was actually, not, I take it back, it did, I thought it was going to be a cozy mystery and it actually got quite action-packed and suspenseful, and the main character nearly died like twice. And then the final showdown came and he was gunning for her, a house caught on fire. Did he fall down stairs or like fell through like a banister? So he died. And it was like, all of this in like a movie or TV show, I think it would translate so well. Like if you're gonna have your final showdown with your villain and your murderer, and they lash out, they're waving a gun around, they're shooting at things, they're shooting at people, the stakes are high, people could die. Love that. It's so suspenseful. I eat that shit up. Like, you know, like the ending of like a Harlan Coben mystery. I'm talking Michelle Keegan at the end of Fool Me Once. Love it. Seeing a book though, even though that is literally a book, but I've not read it, I always get, I don't know, bored isn't the word to use, but I always find that it's like I'm not there. I'm not as gripped by it as I am the rest of the book. I zone out for these final moments and I'm just like, oh, here we go, drama. Can we not just arrest them and send them to jail? Like, why does it always have to be really dramatic? Because sometimes I just think it doesn't translate well into writing. It's better on like the big screen, on the TV. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Like I said, it's 2 a.m. I only wanted to read a chapter or maybe 2. I read the rest of the book. But it was good. It was great. Even actually, yeah, you know what? I'm bashing the final showdown. It wasn't that bad. I can't spoil it for you because I don't want to, but I questioned a couple of things. I was like, that was convenient, and then that was also convenient, and now we're just all here together. But apart from that, oh, and then there was something else that was extra convenient. I was like, oh, okay. But it was great. It was really great. I enjoyed it. It's made me want to learn more about the Nutcracker because clearly I thought Drosselmeyer was her uncle, like the main character's uncle, and he was the good guy. I'll need to look more into even the Nutcracker Ballet. But anywho, so that is me, 2 a.m. Finish my first book in January, my first book of 2026. And it was a good one. Love it, love it, love it. 5 stars. And now I need to go to bed. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Well done, me. It only took me 22, 23 days. I'm trying to read the books that I currently had started in December. So that's one. I also have The Impossible Fortune, which I'm only about 50 pages into. And then I'm also reading Love's a Witch, which I did read a couple of chapters of that last night. Anyway, I enjoyed my first book as well. It's a fantasy book. Love that. I don't read enough fantasy. I'm usually a mystery girly. So this was a nice treat. This was great. I love this. I love this so much. And now it's time to go to bed. So I'm currently reading Someone in the Attic. I started 2 nights ago. I only read the first 20 pages, but yesterday I read a good 200 plus, and I'm this close to the end. It's getting really good. My only criticism is that the main character, she's a little bit dumb. I'm putting pieces together that she is too slow at, and I'm just like, if there's one thing I can't stand, is when a main character in a mystery book isn't as quick as me at putting the pieces together. I get a little bit like, come on girl. I was feeling a little bit underwhelmed because I thought I had made a connection between 2 characters and I thought they were the same person. Like we've been looking for somebody and I thought I'd made a connection and was like, wait a minute, wait. But it's actually been a red herring all along. I thought the author was thinking she was clever by throwing in these pieces of information. And to begin with, I was like, oh, this is very obviously gonna be the same person. He likes video games. He likes video games. His name's Andy. His name's Drew. What's that? That can be Andy. No, it's a red herring all along. I'm buzzed. I'm actually buzzed because I was feeling a little bit bummed out because I really thought that I'm like, oh, I've made this connection before the main character has. That kind of sucks. But now that we're all caught up, it turns out that actually she also made the same assumption that I did and we're both wrong. I love it. I'm just going to literally spend the rest of my afternoon finishing this book. It is so, so good. I'm really enjoying it. I really like the characters. I don't know where this is going to go. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. It is so, so good. So far, all the books I have read in 2026 have been great. I'm buzzing. I love a good mystery. Andrea Mara, I've read one other book by her and it was No One Saw a Thing. And I thought it was really good. This one I think is even better. A little bit spooky because it seems like there is somebody creeping around in the attic. A little bit scary. So, like at night, if I'm reading this and I'm sitting here and I'm by myself and I'm hearing weird creaky noises, because even though I live in a 1-story house, there is an attic. I ain't going anywhere near that place. It does make me a little bit creepy because, especially the last few days, the weather's been really bad and it's been really windy. And I've been hearing the wind howling and it goes like through the walls. And I'm like, oh my God, there's someone in the attic. But I think I have about 100 pages to go, maybe even less than that, but really, really good. I'm going to try and get this finished tonight because I can't stop. It is just so good. It's so good. I do need the main character to be a little bit smarter at times, but for the most part, she's actually okay. I think she just needs to push things a bit more. But I also, in that same way, I also feel like it's not bothering me all that much because I feel like that is her character, to just, she confronts people on things, they immediately shut it down, and she thinks, I'm being the fool, I'm acting the fool, and she will back off and move on. Which, if she keeps doing it, that is just her character. She's maybe feel like, it is established that her friend Eleanor, when they go and like speak to people together, Eleanor is so much better at getting people to open up because she's so much warmer and she knows how to like charm people and play up to that and get them to open up, whereas Julia is going in very brash, very like straight in, confronting them. So like, how do you know this person? Like, what do you know about this? And they're immediately like, whoa, what's going on? So I actually don't mind it. From like a character perspective, I feel like she's a well-written character, so I don't hate it. It is just a little bit annoying to have a character that doesn't get all the answers and will just move on from it. But at the same time, like I say, I'm actually not that mad because it's pretty true to the character. So I'm just gonna keep going with this one and hopefully get it finished tonight. We shall see. I really wanted to go for a walk today. It is a beautiful sunny day, but it's already 5 to 4 and that sun will begin to set very soon. So I kind of feel like if I venture out, it'll be cold and the darkness will be coming down. But the nights are getting longer, I suppose. I have just finished Someone in the Attic. So good. I'm gonna give this book 5 stars. It was so good. I feel like there were so many red herrings that made me feel smart. Like they were pretty obvious, I will admit. They were obviously put in there to have your suspicions going. But for once, I feel like this is the first time a book has really planted very subtle red herrings that I was like, am I just being like really smart for picking up on this? But actually it was that they were being like breadcrumbs scattered here and there, that when you put them all together, you could be like, oh my god, that's that. And then it turned out, no, actually, it's wrong, because that's not the case at all. It was deception by the author. So I loved it. And then I was getting nervous about what was maybe going to happen. It was great. I would highly recommend this book for anybody that is looking for a good mystery. It was suspenseful. There was a lot of like little subplots going on. Loved it. I loved it. I loved it so much. So that is the 3rd book that I've read this month and this year. Great start. I'm feeling pretty good. So now I'm like, I want to read something else. This always happens. Whenever I finish a good book, I'm always in the mood to then read something else. I love a good mystery. I am a mystery girly through and through. I love it. So now I don't know what I'm going to read. I'm thinking, I don't know. I do have quite a few good mysteries, I think, that have the potential to be really good. So I might go for one of those, but I don't know yet. But either way, I'm feeling, that was great. I loved it. I loved it so much. Good morning. Well, it's kind of afternoon. Hello, Bella. Hello, my boy. He's been in and out all day. I think he wants to go outside and then he gets out there and he's like, it is cold, it's a little bit rainy and wet. I don't actually want to be out here. It's a day for being in the house is what it is. I'm currently reading Never Lie by Freida McFadden. I've had this book, I don't remember when I bought it, a good few months ago. I think I just got it last year. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I'd got it in the works in the 3 for whatever section it is now. I think it's £7.50. The real ones remember when it was 3 for £5. I've seen this book on TikTok quite a bit. I mean, I see all the Freida McFadden books on TikTok. I've only ever read The Housemaid, the first one. I've not read anything else by her. I think I liked The Housemaid when I first read it, and I've got 2 other books by Freida that I've not read yet. So I've got the sequel to The Housemaid, and I've got another one. I think it's, no, I don't know what one it is, but there's another one that I got at the same time that I bought this one. Like I said, I've seen this one on TikTok. I've seen good things, I've seen bad things. I think I've mostly seen good things. I think there are people that absolutely love her books, and then there's people that don't like them, say they're very samey, don't like the way that the women are portrayed in them. But I've only read the first 30 pages, and I read it the other night just for something to start. So I am hoping it's going to be good, because so far I'm on a win streak. I have rated all of my books that I've read so far in 2026 5 stars. So I'm hoping for another winner. I want my January to be full of 5-star reads. So I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. Also, so yesterday I decided to go for a little splurge and treat myself, and I got myself a new iPad. I had been low-key thinking about this for a while. My original iPad is so old. I was a teenager when I got that. Like, I could easily have been like 12 years old when I got it. Like, I'm talking, it was the early 2000s and early 2010s probably. I don't even remember exactly. I got it before I ever had an iPhone and all that. It was my first Apple device, I'm pretty sure. And I loved her. I used it so much. And it got to the point where the battery life was knackered. It wouldn't do any more like new updates. It was outdated. So I just never used it at all. And I thought my MacBook Air is starting to struggle a bit. The battery on it is not great, and the storage on it is practically non-existent. I've been working really hard the past few days to clear out a lot of old photos because they're taking up so much space. Oh my god. I've got things backed up. I've got backups of my backups. I've got stuff saved everywhere, and I think I'm still just too afraid to delete it off my device. But I was working my way through a lot of videos and deleting all of them just to free up a bit of storage. I managed to free up 30 gigabytes because obviously I do all my video editing on my laptop. And every time I'm like, if I have big files and I'm putting them on there, they're just taking up so much space, and it's like, I figured, why not treat myself? I got given birthday and Christmas money to treat myself. And I thought, why not get myself a new iPad? And this way I can take it with me if ever I go away. It's lighter than carrying my laptop. I can do writing on it. I can, even if I'm like filming a video and I want to make notes, or like if I'm sitting here and I'm filming and I'm like, shit, I forgot what that author was called. I can look it up, because obviously half the time I don't have my laptop on me when I'm sitting filming. It's off, it's in another room. And I can sit and I can just be like, hey, what was that author's name again? Let me just pull it up. So there'll be no excuse for me not knowing things anymore. I will have it on hand. I just also thought it would actually be quite easy for if I was doing other videos, if I wanted to make a list, if I wanted to do some sort of like some fun stuff, react to things or whatever, I can have it on my iPad. I am happy with that. The only thing is I currently can't charge it because I got the cable with it, which is that silly USB-C, and I don't have a adapter for that. So I've had to buy one, and I ordered a case and a few other bits as well that's coming. It's supposed to be on Sunday, but we'll see. So that's great. So I'm thinking today about having a bit of a chilled one. I do need to tidy the house up a bit because my dad and I are doing a fun little house swap this weekend. So he's gonna come up and stay with the cat and look after him and just have a bit of time to himself. And I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna stay with my mum, and we're just gonna have like a fun little like girly weekend in the house, watching like Saturday night telly. Because so far, like in January, I have not really done anything at all. I've been doing really well at not spending any money, she says, as she looks at her brand new £300 iPad. But I've been doing really well. Like I've been doing dry January. I've done it. It's basically done. It's in the bag. This is the 30th. Well done me. I've done dry January, so I've not been going on nights out. I've not been drinking. I had one takeaway this month. I decided to treat myself and have a Chinese, which I don't really normally do. I tend to just eat in the house. I've not been going shopping. I've not been buying things. I've been doing really, really well. And I'm proud of myself for that. So I've been saving money in January. But the only downside to that is I've been in the house the whole time. I have not been doing anything at all. I've had a good month, I will say. I was at work 2 days a week up until last weekend. I did have 2 days a week. I was going to work and I was socializing like with coworkers and customers. But this is the first week where it's been entirely just me on my own, not seeing anybody and just staying in the house. And I love my own company. I really do. I'm seriously debating booking myself a wee holiday in February, like just go away for a few days. What are you doing, Kat? What are you doing? I am seriously debating going away for a few days, like to another country. I mean, like not just staying in the UK. Like I'm seriously debating booking a wee holiday. The only thing that gets me is it would be quite scary going to another country on my own. Like that would be kind of scary. Like actually, like I feel like I could go away in the UK and I would be fine with that. Not like a city a break, but like I mean, I'd go to Glasgow or I would go to Edinburgh myself. But I think about going away on my own and I feel like I could do it. I do feel like I could. I enjoy my own company. If it was only for like 3 days, 4, 5 max, definitely not like a week, because that would get a bit lonely. I think the only thing that would kind of suck is just not having that company for like going out with, like going if you're wanting to go out for a few chill drinks. Like I don't think I would ever go to a bar. Like even if I took a book with me, I could not see me going and like sitting in a bar on my own. Like that is maybe like a pub. Like that's what I think I could do in this country. Like I'd be fine here, I think, depending where I was. But the thought of being in another country on my own is a little bit scary, I must admit. I have navigated an airport myself before. The very first time that I flew was on my own. And that was a little bit terrifying. The airport I flew from was very small, so it was very straightforward. And then the coming back, it was a bit of a bigger airport and I was a bit stressed, but it was fine. I'm just like, I'm debating it because it would be nice to have something to do in February, unless I can make plans with friends, because obviously it's been a really long month. Just it's gonna end up being quite a long month of just like being on my own in the house while I wait for work to reopen again. But I'm also enjoying the time I'm having at home. So I'm getting writing done. I've been reading quite a bit. I'm just enjoying. I feel like I've really gotten into a nice little routine. Like I've been like watching the telly. So that's why this weekend we're doing a bit of a house swap and I'm gonna go to my parents so that at least I have some time that I can spend with my mum and have a bit of company. I might even stay till Monday, so my Sunday vlog will probably be a bit different this time, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's basically been my January. I have been pretty quiet, pretty chilled. I've been reading, I've been writing. I don't know about February. I am seriously debating going away. I just don't know if I can actually do it because I want to. Even just going somewhere in Spain, just for a wee bit, like just to see the sunshine, just to see the sun again and feel a wee bit of warmth would just be the dream. It'd be ideal. That's all I'm asking for. I just don't know how comfortable I feel actually going and doing it. I think the problem I have is that even though I'm nearly 30, I still feel so young. And I think I look really young. To other people, it's probably like, oh my God. I mean, people don't care. What am I even talking about? People do not care. If I went away and was by myself, no one's going to be looking at me like, that poor girl's by herself. Like, no one actually cares. No one actually cares. I don't know. It's something to think about. It would be nice to get away and do something. I am planning a Valentine's weekend with my friend because I haven't seen her since we went to the Christmas markets together, so that was like December. I haven't seen her since December. I'm looking forward to just having a wee Valentine's weekend with her. And then I don't know, I'm trying to make other like February plans, but I do seriously think I should just push myself and book something and go away. It's just a little bit scary. It's just the initial like getting there and getting back and getting booked up and getting organized. It's a little bit scary. It is a little bit scary, the thought of actually doing it, but I probably would have a really good time. I think I would just need to, like, people go solo traveling all the time. It would just be finding a place to go and then deciding like what I would do once I was there. I don't know though. It's hard. It's hard, but I get a little bit scared, like I say, just the thought of like actually going and doing it. So yeah, so I don't know. I do want to. I think I want to. It's just it's just a little bit scary. I feel like I would just go to Spain again because that's what I know. I've only ever been to Spain, but I don't know. I really don't know. Even like Palma, I could go back to Palma. Like not into Magaluf, like that's not that, but like Palma itself was really pretty. I don't know, it's just then the thought of like navigate, like anytime I've ever gone to Spain before, I've gone with my friend who speaks Spanish, like fluent Spanish. I was not taught Spanish in school. My languages were French and German because we didn't do Spanish at that time. They do now, but at the time it was French and German, and so I barely know Spanish, so I'm a little bit scared. I'd be a little bit scared going without him because he's like my rock whenever we go away, and that he just does all the talking and I'm just there like, thank you. So I don't know. It's something to think about. It's something to think about. I feel like I could do it. I do feel like I could. In my heart and soul, I feel like I could go and I would be fine and I would be safe. It's just getting the initial balls to actually go and do it. And then I think, well, what would I actually do? Like, I would really just be like walking around myself. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. It is Saturday the 31st of July. No, it's not. It's January. It's the last day of January. Oh, these look... Oh, I'm sure I got these last year when I was in Seville. I am at work today. I was asked to cover the office for a few hours. I've not really needed to be here. I've had no customers. The phone hasn't rang. It is very, very quiet. It's a very quiet, very rainy Saturday. But I'm in the office. I brought my book. I have read 124 pages. I'm not too sure how I feel about this. So after reading Someone in the Attic, there were a few red herrings in that book. There was a lot. I thought I was being smart and putting the pieces together, but actually it was all red herrings and I was wrong entirely. That book was so good and I really enjoyed it that now I'm reading this one and I'm psyching myself out because I think I'm picking up on things, but now I think I'm being really smart, but actually I think what it is that it's red herrings again. I think, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Either way, so far so good. It's okay. I think what it is, I can't make my mind up on what I think of it yet, only because I can't decide yet if I am smart and I've worked out the connection or what the twist is going to be, or if it's like Someone in the Attic again, where I'm being spoon-fed tidbits of information that I'm then thinking, is that the same person? Is this connected? But actually, you're wrong because I am misleading you. It's a red herring. I'm spoon-feeding you this information, but actually it's because it's a red herring and it's not true at all. So I don't know. I really don't know. I can't decide what's going on, but it's okay so far actually. I quite like the trope of we're in an old house and it's a snowstorm and we're trapped in here. I do love a closed setting where it's like, you know, the likelihood of it sounds like someone else is in the house with them. It does. That, or it's just her partner is trying to freak her out. But I love a closed setting where it's like there's a really bad snowstorm, you've got no phone signal, it's very unlikely that someone else is going to be able to come and get you now. You need to wait for the snow to clear. So if you're trapped in a house and you're trapped there with someone else, you don't realize you're actually trapped with them, you're all there. You're all stuck under the same roof because no one's leaving. I'm enjoying this. So I'm just sitting, don't tell my bosses, but I'm just sitting reading my book, having a wee cup of tea and eating some biscuits. It's already 12 o'clock. And I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because no one has been in, no one has phoned. I don't know how long to give it before I leave because I don't really feel like I need to be here much longer in this case. Like, nothing is happening. I might leave. I was going to originally stay till 3:30, so I was going to do 9:30 to 3:30, but I don't know now. But right now I'm going to drink my tea, I'm going to eat my biscuits, and I'm going to keep reading my book. So I'm hoping I can get this read maybe today. I'm going to my parents tonight, so I don't remember if I talked about this already, but my dad and I are going to do a wee house swap tonight. He's going to come to mine and look after the cat, and just have a cute little like weekend to himself. And I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna spend the weekend with my mum, so have a cute little like girly weekend, sit and just like watch Saturday night telly with her. We're gonna get a pizza and just have a grand old time, so that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that, and just spending some time with her, because obviously like January, it's been a weird month with being really quiet with work, and especially now going into February, we're gonna be closed, so I'm not gonna have any shifts at all for the month, and I live alone, so I feel like it's gonna be really weird. Oh, someone's about to come in. I actually had a customer. Come in. Oh my goodness, am I about to have another? Sure, no. I think what it is, today's our last day of being open, like completely. Site's gonna shut for a month. So I think everybody's here getting organized before we do close. Yeah, so I'm hoping, even though like I'm going to my parents, I'm hoping I can get this book read today and get it finished. And then that's another book in January. This will be my fourth. So I'm hoping for that, but I'm not too sure. We shall see. It's quite a short book actually. I think it's only like, it's just shy of 300 pages because I looked. I think it's like 298. So if I'm in 124, I could get through it pretty quickly. I reckon I could finish it today. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna read it while I'm here at work. I will maybe read a bit more tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it goes. So that's my plans. I reckon I'm not going to be here for much longer. At this rate, there's nothing doing. Nothing at all. That's January. That's January. It feels like it's been a long time. It always does though. I think January is that long month, and once you get out of the festivities, it just drags on and on. But I haven't minded it so far. I've not really done anything. I've been very chill. I've been in the house mostly. And now we move on to February. Love month. I don't really have any plans for reading in February. I haven't got a TBR at all, but I don't like setting a TBR. I am a mood reader through and through. But I'm thinking I'm gonna try and maybe read some of my more like contemporary or like romance or romantic books, just because I feel like that could be a nice little adventure to go on, seeing as it's Valentine's and all that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always I will see you in my next one, whatever that may be, and you can follow along on all my socials that are listed in the description box down below. I hope you all have had a lovely January and done some good reading, some writing. I've done a bit of both. I'm quite pleased. I've almost written 10,000 words of my story, my whipple, and I've read currently 3 books. So that's a pretty good month for me, I would say.